Hello and welcome to Southern Ways with Felicia. I'm so glad to be back with you. I certainly hope that you are off to a great new year. It is 2022 and I am excited to see what is going to unfold this year for me. And I'm also looking forward to sharing new videos with all of you. So in this video, I just wanted to sit down and chit chat with you on a couple of things. But before doing that, I thought I'd share with you some beautiful artwork that I recently purchased from our local thrift store, one of our local thrift stores. And I bought 4 framed pieces of artwork. And I was so excited when I saw these. And then to see 4, I just found, I was giddy about finding 4 pieces, and they all look like they kind of tell a story. So the first artwork I would like to share with you is this beautiful artwork, and I certainly hope that you can see the detail. So this is just a scene in front of a home. I think that this artwork is indicative of the Charleston area, Charleston, South Carolina, just by looking at the buildings and also seeing the women who are making flowers. The author's name is V. Carleton. Not sure who that individual is. We'll certainly be doing some research. But again, in this artwork, there's a lady in this corner who has a sweetgrass basket with flowers on top of her head, and then you see another person who's walking on the street. And if you know anything about Charleston, you know that they are known for their sweetgrass baskets and artwork. And I truly believe no Southern home is complete unless they have a sweetgrass basket within their collection. And I will have to share my sweetgrass baskets with you one day in a video. And I'm going to move along to another, the second one, another piece of artwork. And in this one, again, you see the ladies with the baskets, and over here in the corner, you have a lady who's walking, and then you see there's some children on the sidewalk. Just so beautiful. Then you have this tree in the center that's kind of spreading out over the artwork. I love the colors. And this one is just gorgeous. It is bursting with so many colors, so vibrant. And you see an iron gate in the back. You see the women who are making floral arrangements. You see customers, and I love the way the women are dressed. They just look so ladylike, and they're just handling their business. And they have a palm tree here in the center. And in South Carolina, of course, that is our state tree, the palmetto tree. I have one here at my house as well. And I want to go back and show you something on one of the pictures that I've already shown you. So you see the iron gate here, and I didn't mention the iron work in this photograph, this artwork. I don't think this is a photograph. I've got to figure out what it is, but nevertheless, if you look closely, you can see the ironwork. And there was an artisan, a craftsman by the name of Mr. Philip Simmons, who is known all over South Carolina, and particularly in the Charleston area, for his ironwork that is around a lot of the beautiful stately residences, homes, some of the businesses. And I'm sure when you walk in Charleston, you don't have to go too far to find some of his artwork and the detail. And so if you ever visit Charleston, I highly recommend that you do your research on Mr. Philip Simmons and go and look at some of the ironwork that he has curated down there. I have a couple of books about Mr. Simmons' work. He is no longer with us, but his legacy tends to thrive because his work is still there, and he taught, family members, and he was very involved in the community. And I think that there's still, I don't know if it's still there, but I think that they have started some kind of school of some sort where artisans could learn this trade, which is fascinating. So yeah, definitely if you go to Charleston, you have to get a sweetgrass basket, and you have to try to visit and look around town to find some of Mr. Simmons, some of his work. And then the final picture is this beautiful one with these vibrant buildings. I think in Charleston they call them, is it Rainbow Row, with the houses that are all these beautiful pastel colors. And I really like this one. You see the little child right there, the little girl, and the lady with her flowers, and just individuals walking up the street, and just a lovely scene. And I like the architecture. I really like the architecture on the buildings. I'm so glad that I found all 4 of these, and I was able to get these for like $2.50 a piece, so that made it all the better for me. So I thought I'd share that with you, and now I will move on to my chit chat. So I wanted to chit chat with you today about daily dialogue with myself. So I'm sure you are just like me. You probably have daily dialogue with yourself all the time. You're thinking about what you need to do, what you didn't do, what appointments you need to make, your grocery list, what bills you need to pay, errands you need to run for your household, things to do at work, and the list just goes on and on and on. So I like to have daily dialogue with myself, and I generally like to start out my morning with reading some type of commentary to kind of get my day started. And I like to have a commentary that has something different for every day. I go to my Simple Abundance. I love this. I read it every year, and I like to read it, and whatever advice it shares, I like to apply it for that day, and revisit it in the evening to see if what I read that morning, how it benefited me throughout the day. And I'm not saying that you have to read Simple Abundance, but you could read your Bible or any other sacred text that you have or that you're comfortable with, that you feel resonates with you. I also like to read something that is kind of like a guidance or a help or a supplemental to my commentary. And right now I'm reading this book. It's called Living a Gentle, Passionate Life by Robert J. Wicks. I had never heard of this book. I was in another local thrift store and was meandering in the store, went to the bookshelf and was thumbing through the books, found this one, decided to read a couple of pages, and thought that I would purchase it because I felt like some of the information I was reading, I liked it and felt like I could, get more from it. So this is what I'm kind of reading right now in the morning, as well as my daily commentary. The other thing I like to do in the morning is to pray and meditate on things that may be troubling me or questions that I may need direction on. I like to meditate and ask my Creator, to help me with these things, so I don't feel like I have to, do it alone. And of course, yes, I talk to my husband, and and I can talk to my family, but for me personally, I also like having that dialogue with my Creator. And I also like to write down some of those questions or concerns that I have, and I do what is called, today they call it a brain dump, but I call it having dialogue with myself. So I put it in one of my daughter's old notebooks that she no longer uses, and it's just where I put everything in here that, you know, is running around in my brain. Like I said, got to pick up dog food. I need to make appointments. Should I join this organization that asked me to join? You know, questions that may pertain to my children, such as they may have a game or may have a function they have to go to. Just try to put it all in one place. I have a planner that actually has my time, my time schedule of my day, but this is something different because it's just putting everything, just all my thoughts, getting them from up here and putting them out on paper so I can see what is going on. And I like to, at the end of the day, to go back and revisit that list to see what I was able to accomplish. And I also realized that, you know, I may not have accomplished everything on my list. I may not be able to scratch through everything, but at least I got one or two things done, and it's my prayer that the Creator will give me another day to get the other things done that I need to get done. So, and for me, it's always fun taking a pen and striking through what I got done, because it's like, yes, I did it. I was able to get something accomplished today. And let's see, I want to make sure that I don't forget. So I'm looking at my little helpful notebook where I wrote down my notes. And I didn't want to forget any of my thoughts that I wanted to share with you. So I did mention about how I like to revisit at the end of the day to see when I was able to strike off my list. I also like to gain clarity on what areas was I able to improve that day, and how am I feeling right now? Do I feel good? Did, you know, this morning, you know, I may have felt this way or that way. I had some concerns or things I needed to do, but now it's the end of the day. How am I feeling right now in this present moment? You know, we spend so much time thinking about what we didn't do, and then we also spend so much time thinking about what we need to do. So we're always in the past and in the future, but rarely we're in the present. So at the end of the day, I like to end my day in the present. Grateful for where I am, with what I was able to do, with the resources and the wisdom and the knowledge that I have now. And I also like to take issues or concerns or challenges that I'm facing that I guess you can say those things that are weighty. I like to sleep on it. And my children will tell you, if they come to me with an issue or something that they're trying to figure out, I will tell them to sleep on it. For me, I always find clarity in the morning. There's something about a new day that when I wake up, pray and meditate and revisit the question that I had or that weighty issue, I usually have a definitive answer, and I'm able to resolve whatever that was. And that has just been something that works for me. I cannot say it will work for everyone, but I just wanted to share that with you. So with that being said, that is all I really had to say for this video, and I certainly hope that you were able to gain some tools to use in your own life. If you have tools that you think that I would benefit from, please comment below and share those tools with me. It's so easy to get distracted by all the thoughts and things going on in our mind, and we have to find positive ways to cope with everything that we have to do. We all have different roles. I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm a daughter, a sister, I'm a business owner. We all wear many hats, and it can, sometimes our roles, they overlap, and Sometimes we may spend too much time in one role than we do the other. And so that's why for me, it is so important for me to read my daily commentary, to read a book that is uplifting and can give me additional tools to help me in my life, and also to have a dialogue journal where I can write down what is going on. And a lot of these tools that I've learned, I'm grateful that I've been able to learn these tools from the things that I read, the information, the sources that I read, the books that I read. You can never go wrong with following your heart. And that's why when you're looking for a commentary or books to help you, follow your heart. Go with what's comfortable. Don't just go with it because it's the next bestseller or everybody's reading that. Use your own